From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's caught on a first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And a milestone grab. Not just the first down, but catch number 100 on the year. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. And the Colts, 1st down.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one just too far, out in front, and it's incomplete. Anthony Gould was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
On the jump. 19, target, 19.
Here's Richardson. That's the tight end, Malik Cox. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
18, right here. Deputy.
Richardson. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Check the Eagle. Check the Eagle.
Here's Richardson. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing is Richardson. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Crack roll 80.
A run with Goodson. And this one blown up. Good surge, drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Okay, ready?
Want to finish this opening drive with 6, so the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Back to 50. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Richardson operating from the pistol. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown Colts. That is 16th touchdown of the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here we go, stop.
On play action, here's Darnold. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The second-year man from UCLA, Latu, in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one is caught by Campbell. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one complete to Campbell. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Gain of 15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And he'll take this one in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. This one not quite on target. Too much, that one falls incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Darnold to the air once more. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
Here's Darnold again. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the
Darnold to throw again. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
To throw again is Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. One quarter in the books. It's the Colts out to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 4th down coming up. Darnold now to throw. And he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pack the 60, pack the 60. Let's go now. Go.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
70 Lion. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
From the gun, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
A short pass taken in by Warren. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
1st and 10.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. Come on, come on.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
21-yard line.
Richardson. That's the tight end, Malik Cox. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
On the jump.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19.
On play action, Richardson forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the gun on third down, Richardson to the goal line and in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indy. That his second touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
35-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Walker, first down and more. And he will finally be taken down, but not until he gets to the Colts' 33-yard line. A big play for Seattle, 32 yards. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. We'll go play action with Darnold. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play for Seattle, 33 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Walker, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. One more time with Walker, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. 20 years. That is touchdown number 22 on the season.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That is caught downfield by Pierce. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down.
Come on. Go.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Second and a yard. They'll go again here with Kell. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
This one is caught by Pierce. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Deputy Lions.
Taylor gets it out of the pistol. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
3rd and 11. Here's Richardson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Schrader's kick is good. And the Colts can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. He'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Once again, it's Walker. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no. Receiver in the area on that one. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Barner. Oh, a pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to fourth down. Darnold to throw. That's taken in to the pylon. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back. Let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play.
Nothing fancy here. This was old-school throwback smash-mouth football, and they're able to pick up the 2-point play.
Anthony Gould now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over first down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Left side, and it's caught by Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 15 yards.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately for this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Result of the play is a
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Richardson. And left side, it's caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
gain of 36 yards. And the Colts first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Anthony Gould. Touchdown Colts. Trader now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts will extend this third quarter lead.
Seahawks 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Throwing, Darnold, and that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. This one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the
The
deficit.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Out to his right. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Taking off. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Darnold. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seattle.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The Seahawks will line
Darnold
up
now
for
to
the
throw.
conversion.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Seahawks, 32.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
On the set. Check the Eagles. Steady.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Forced out wide. Off he goes. Showing off the footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Indianapolis.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Our 1st down throw there is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
A gain of 16.
Here we go. 60 Vikings. 70 Lions.
Throwing, Richardson. A short pass taken in by Warren. He's taken down just shy of the 10. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready,
Here's Taylor. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. And he'll just have to to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
For the Colts field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as he gets up past the 35.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That one is caught by Campbell. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Darnold to the air once more. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
Gain of 22 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 19.
To throw again is Darnold. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And now he loses the football. Oh, but he'll gather it back in. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
First down. A gain of 27.
Let's go now.
And the Colts
Panther
first
60,
down.
Panther 60. Viking 18. Here we go. Set.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
3 more yards. And the Colts first down.
In motion is Warren. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
Ready.
They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. Able to convert 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
18 Cardinal.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. And it is their 3rd